Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Evans Peace. I'm a pharmacist, a cosmetic coach, formulator, and expert. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about black soaps. Are they good? Are they safe? Are they okay? Why are estheticians shunning them? Why are people really backlashing them? What is actually happening to black soap? Is it something that you should use? Is it something that you should not use? I'm going to be making this kind of a series. So if you have any questions regarding black soap, however, make sure to watch this video to the end to see if your questions are answered. If they are not, please leave your questions in the comment section so I talk about it in the next video. In today's video, I'm just going to talk about, is black soap good or not? Now, over the years, a lot have been said about black soaps. African black soaps to be precise, because yes, these kinds of soap are actually originated from Africa. And I feel like why African black soaps actually lost its balance is because it's actually not from the Western world, and there are no licensed formulators, licensed dermatologists that could come out and actually talk about the science behind African black soap. So because of that, we are so used to accepting whatever they bring to us and say this is how it is, without actually having to do our own research, our own experiments, our own practices, and all of that. Now, that being said, black soaps are actually soaps. They are actually soaps. Emphasis on soaps. I understand that a lot of formulators and even some dermatologists do not actually understand what soaps are. And that is one of the reasons they shun black soap, because one of the reasons estheticians shun black soap is because of the pH. And I don't think there is any other thing. There is any other reason why they shun African black soap. The main reason they shun African black soap is that the pH is relatively high and it happens to be too alkaline for the skin. So to them, it impairs the skin barrier. That is one reason, and likely the only reason, because I don't see another reason being said about black soap. I mean the right black soap. I'm not talking about the ones that have been promixed and customized to become bleaching soaps and all of that. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the real normal African black soaps. Now, what are soaps? Soaps are alkaline products. That's the first thing that comes. They are actually alkaline products that are meant to cleanse the skin. That is their primary function. Now, note this: in order for soaps to cleanse the skin, they must be alkaline. They must not be neutral. They cannot be acidic. They have to be alkaline. It is only when they are alkaline that is when they can actually do the proper cleansing. And that is why you see that most of our detergents are actually very alkaline products. Now, if they are not alkaline, they are actually not soaps. And that is why you see that the regular handmade soap bars, these ones, I'm talking about these handmade soap bars made with lye and all of that, they are also alkaline. In fact, you cannot reduce their pH. You cannot beat their pH to become neutral just because you want to make it skin friendly. The only soaps that are actually that skin friendly, mild, pH balance, pH 5.5, pH 6, pH 6.5 are actually called beauty bars. They're actually called body washes. Yes, these soaps are surfactants based. They are not actually soaps. They are surfactant based. Now, these surfactant based products are products that are made with surfactants like sodium coca isothiionate, sodium lauryl sarcosinate, SLS, SLES, and all of that. Yeah, these are the results of those kind of formulation, and they are usually very mild, skin friendly, usually within what the skin really wants, but they do not cleanse. I think I made a video one time on TikTok where I said if you actually have a bad odor and it's not going despite all the deodorants you're using, despite all your fragrances and cologne and everything that you use, your body odor does not just go. Change what you use. Start using soap. If you use shower gels or body or beauty bars, change to soaps. then you will see that it will give you the proper cleansing that you need. Now, this now brings us to the main title of this video. Are black soap bad? If it is just because of their pH, which is relatively high, sometimes 8, 9, and 10, would you also say that these kinds of soaps, I mean the bars that are made from lye, that they are bad as well? Because they are relatively the same process, same pH range, same mode of cleansing. Are these soaps bad? If they are not, then black soaps are equally not bad. Now, how are black soaps made? These bar soaps, now we'll be using them as a comparison. They are made from lye water oils. Lye evaporates, leaving the oils. That is the same way black soaps are made. Black soaps are made with the local lye, which is ash. Everybody knows that lye is actually a byproduct of ash. Ash, potassium hydroxide. That is where lye comes from. Ash, now get it. Ash, potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide. That is how it comes about. Ash started it. So instead of using the lye, which is like the lab processed one, they are now using the local ash to make soap. So it is now the ash, water, which is now lye water, the oils, which the lye actually evaporates after curing process. And that is why you see that most black soaps are actually hot processed. It means they are being cooked until they turn into their paste. Now they are cold processed, so they don't need to cure. The whole lye and everything has evaporated. Now, my great grandmothers have been using black soaps and they've been doing well. I have never seen anybody that black soaps damage their skin. Never. I have never seen anybody, except the black soap has been compromised, meaning other things has been added to actually damage the skin, not the black soap itself. But now, here is one thing you must know if you must use black soaps. Black soaps are not for people with sensitive skin. Yes, and that is why most white people react with black soap. Most white people react with black soap because most white skin are quite sensitive compared to the melanin-rich skin. They are quite sensitive. So black soap will likely react with those kind of skin. If you have a sensitive skin, even if you have a black skin, even if you have a rich melanin skin, but your skin is sensitive. When I say sensitive, it means that very little thing reacts. You kind of get inflamed. Your skin gets inflamed. Your skin kind of reacts to anything that comes in it. You need to really do a patch test to anything that you use before you use them. That it means that your skin is prone to sensitivity. Then black soap is not for you. Okay, black soaps are not for you. If you have a sensitive skin, leave black soaps away. Not every skincare product are for everybody, and that's the truth. Leave black soaps. But if your skin is not sensitive, please enjoy black soaps to the fullest. And now, if you want to customize your black soaps, it is okay to add your herbs and all of that. Beautiful, customize them to the best that you can. Because it is the same thing as your melt and pour soaps. You melt them and then you customize them. You add your whatever you want to add and you let them resolidify. That is the same way it is for your black soap customization. So I don't see why there is so much fuse about black soaps in the skincare industry. Dermatologists and estheticians are so against black soap without any reason aside the pH. Now, am I saying that using a product way beyond the skin's pH is good? Now, let me address that. Soaps are rinsed off product. They are meant to cleanse. It's the same thing for shampoos. They are meant to cleanse. After they are cleansing, there's a recommended product for you to use before you even resume your skincare proper. And those are your toners. And what are the main functions of your toners? They are to balance the skin's pH. I think everyone knows this. I believe a lot of people do make toners, do formulate toners, or do buy toners for secondary reasons. Yeah, but their primary function is actually to balance the skin's pH. Why are they balancing the skin's pH? That is because soap originally should have displaced the pH in the first place from cleansing. So after cleansing, the toner comes to balance the skin's pH and gets the skin ready and set for the remaining skincare product like the serums, the moisturizers, the sunscreens, and so on. The toner is there to balance the skin's pH. So whether you're using the soap that is a high, it's not leave-in, you are rinsing it off. So it's really not going to affect anything much. It's really not going to affect anything much. But if you have a sensitive skin, go with your mild pH soap. I am not disputing that fact, okay? Your skin is very sensitive, go with your mild soaps. Very important. Or if you are having you are treating some stuffs on your skin like acne, just go with your mild soaps, because you need to be really gentle on your skin while trying to clear off or treat whatever is on your skin. Okay, now you need to be gentle, and that is when you need those mild cleansing personal care. But aside that, black soaps are good for you. Bar soaps are nice for you. They are good whether you're using them on kids, whether you're using them on adults, whether you're using them, they are good. They are very okay. Black soaps are good for you. I practically said that. If there's anyone to dispute that fact, then the person should come up with reasons why black soaps are not good. Aside the pH factor, which I have just explained. Now, are black soaps that have been promised good for you? No. Black soaps have been curated to do their job. Cleanse. Black soaps actually originally have the ability to exfoliate and to brighten. Yes, ordinarily black soap done well will do that for you, especially when you choose the oil right, the oil you use to make the soap, like the base. If you choose that oil right, black soap will do a lot for your skin. Customizing it isn't also bad, but promixing it with serums and activators just to bleach the skin or whiten the skin or make the skin go from its shade to more shades lighter, that I do not agree to, because that is you trying to displace what black soap is originally. But I don't really blame black soap, because it is not the only victim. People still grate bar soaps, this normal bar soaps, and mix with other things to make it whiten. People still mix stuffs into lotions and make them, you know, whiten. People mix into shower gels, even the mild shower gels. People mix product whitening activators into those shower gels and make them whitening. People mix, in fact, they mix a lot in other products. So black soaps are not actually the only victim. So I am not really going to be pinpointing that fact. What I'm going to be saying is that black soap on its own, as black soap, it's great for your skin. It's good. Please, I don't know if it is racism I'm going to call it. I don't even know. This is one soap that God has used to bless us. It is peculiar to us because God understands that our skin would understand this particular soap better. So do not throw away your own because you have a belief that you are not getting enough evidence or research on them. If you have not seen anything to pinpoint it as bad, I don't think there's anything to point it as bad. Black soaps are great. Now, there are so many controversies over black soaps, which I may not be talking about in this particular video. But if you have any of those questions, drop them in the comment section. I am going to be answering them just as you would ask them in the comments section. And I am going to try my best to give as much clarity as I can in black soap, having been someone that has made black soap continuously for over 6 years now, and I have actually experted on black soaps, the bar soaps, the whatever. Ebook on African black soap have not been updated, so if you read that, you can still be at the back. But I think the lectures on African black soaps on our diploma course, on our skincare diploma course, is very much updated, so you could always, you know, fall back to that. Black soaps are good. Are they good? Are they not good? They are good. Another question that will relatively come, I believe, is talk about mulatto soap. Maybe I'm going to be talking about mulatto soaps in the next video. But I will still want to get your questions so that we can make this at least a 4 to 5 video series. If you're into this, please make sure to give this video a like, and also do not forget to subscribe to this channel. If you're lost at formulations or whatever, we have one of the best formulation schools that you can actually study offline or online. No matter where you are, you could actually explore our courses. So you could, visit our website. I'll leave a link in the description box where you can actually read about our academy and take our courses. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm looking forward to seeing your questions in the comments, and see you in the next video.